Okay, so we're diving into Undiscovered America TV. Gotta love a good travel show, right? You want to know if this one's worth the watch? And we've got a pretty good spread to go on their season one finale transcript from YouTube, some kind of internal document you found, plus the website. Lots to unpack.
Yeah, it looks like they're really leaning into that whole authentic travel thing, going beyond the usual tourist traps. Their website mentions unseen panoramas and untold tales, which sounds intriguing, but is it all just marketing hype?
That's what we're here to figure out. One thing that definitely jumped out was the host, David Downing. He's got that whole adventurous thing going on, skydiving, racing electric Porsches. Seems like he's been everywhere, done everything.
Yeah, he's like a modern-day explorer, but with a twist. He's not just checking things off a bucket list. He really seems to get that the heart of a place is its people.
Totally. In the finale, he talks about how much the people he meets add to his experience. He even says something like, it's the connections, the shared stories that make a journey truly memorable.
Remember that part where he talks about Tampa Bay? He goes to this place called Madame Fortune's, which is this dessert and high-five parlor. Definitely not your typical tourist spot.
Dessert and high fives, that's a combo I can get behind.
Right. But the really cool part is that they delve into the story of Madame Fortune herself, a formerly enslaved woman who was given land in Tampa. It's a side of the city you don't usually hear about.
It's like they're saying, hey, there's a whole lot more to this place than you might think.
Exactly.
Mm.
And that seems to be a recurring theme throughout the show. They're digging into those hidden histories, the people who've shaped these communities, and it adds a whole other layer to the travel experience.
And you know what else? They don't shy away from showing the messier side of travel either. They even include bloopers, those moments when things go hilariously wrong during filming.
Yeah, it makes it feel more relatable, less like a perfectly polished travel brochure. Like they're saying, hey, we're all just figuring it out as we go.
Okay, so let's talk season two. That document you found sounds like they're going big. They're talking national coverage, airing on all sorts of channels, AMG TV, Fun Roads, even streaming services like Stir and Roku. They're really going after a wide audience.
It's a smart move, for sure. By being on multiple platforms, they can reach viewers who consume content in completely different ways, traditional TV, streaming, the whole nine yards.
Yeah.
This could be huge for them, taking them from a niche audience to something much bigger. It's a gamble for sure, trying to appeal to such a wide audience.
Right.
But I think they've got a good handle on it,
Yeah.
They're not afraid to show those classic travel show moments as
Yeah.
beautiful scenery, exciting activities, things that'll grab anyone's attention.
True, but then they take it a step further. They bring in the human element, those personal stories that make you see things in a whole new light. It's like at the end of the finale when Downing says, what really makes a destination special is the people.
Totally. It's those unexpected encounters, the shared moments that really stick with you. Remember that part in the finale where he's talking about his trip to Ellis Island? He calls it a living beacon of the American spirit.
It's interesting that they included a place like that, right? I mean, it's iconic, but it's not exactly undiscovered.
Yeah, you'd think they'd stick to more off-the-beaten-path locations, but I think it shows that they're trying to capture the essence of America in all its forms, both the famous and the forgotten. And even at Ellis Island, they find those personal stories.
Like those descendants of immigrants he meets, it's like they're connecting the past to the present, showing how history continues to shape us.
Exactly. It's a reminder that these places are so much more than just tourist attractions. They're full of stories, full of life. And it's not just about history either. They also dive into local culture, like that part in Myrtle Beach where he learns how to shag.
Wait, hold up. Did he actually learn to shag? Like from real shag dancers?
Yep. They went all in, even had him dancing with national champions.
Okay, that's awesome. It's like they're saying, let's embrace the unexpected. Let's experience everything this place has to offer.
And sometimes those unscripted moments turn out to be the most memorable. Remember during the Q&A in the finale when someone asked Downing who the most interesting person he met was?
Oh, yeah, he talked about Christy Durso, that woman who travels the world in a wheelchair.
He called her a trailblazer. And you could tell he was really inspired by her story. It's like they're challenging our perceptions of what's possible, showing that adventure is for everyone.
It seems like they're really trying to capture the human side of travel, you know? Those moments of connection that transcend borders and cultures.
Right. And by showcasing those stories, they're encouraging viewers to do the same, to look at their own surroundings with fresh eyes, to find those hidden gems in their own communities.
So it sounds like they're onto something special, but with such a broad approach, who are they really trying to reach? Are they preaching to the choir, or can they actually get people who wouldn't normally watch a travel show hooked?
It's a tough line to walk, trying to appeal to both diehard travelers and D people who might just stumble across the show.
Right, so are they pulling it off?
I think they're finding a good balance. They're not shying away from the things that make travel shows visually appealing, like those stunning shots of like national parks or whatever. But then they weave in these deeper stories, these moments of human connection that really make you think.
It's like they're trying to reawaken that sense of adventure in all of us. But not just adventure in the sense of like jumping out of planes, but adventure in everyday life. Remember how Downing kept saying that what makes a place special is the people?
Absolutely. He kept emphasizing those conversations, those shared experiences, as the things that make a journey truly meaningful. It's not about, checking off landmarks on a list. It's about connecting with the people who bring those places to life.
It makes you realize that Undiscovered America isn't just about finding some hidden beach or whatever. It's more about opening ourselves up to new experiences, to meeting new people, to seeing our own communities with fresh eyes.
Exactly. Like, who are the Madame Fortunes in our own towns? Those people with amazing stories to tell. It's about approaching our own backyards with that same sense of curiosity and wonder.
So to wrap things up, for anyone listening who's ever felt that urge to explore, to get out of their comfort zone, Undiscovered America TV might be the perfect thing. It's a good reminder that adventure can be found anywhere, even in your own backyard.
Well said. They've definitely given us a lot to think about.
For sure. All right, so there you have it, your deep dive into Undiscovered America TV. We've talked about their strategy, looked at their content, and hopefully inspired you to get out there and discover something new.